Okay, in this video I'm gonna I'd like to share you some of the grammar lesson. I would like to teach you some of the grammar lesson here. In this unit 1.2, with 1.1, we're gonna focus on this grammar: present simple, present continuous, and present perfect. Okay, I hope you already know that about the tenses or the tenses. Altogether we have 12 tenses. Do you remember it? If you do not remember this all 12 tenses, if you need more how to say that lesson to learn for 12 tenses, you can tell me, you can let me know. I will teach you in detail. But for now, let's talk about present simple. We use the present simple to talk about things that are always or generally true. Okay, so you might already know that things that happen regularly and repeatedly. So these are the key informations on when we use present simple. So when we talk about present simple, we're gonna use verb one, and if it's singular, we will put s or es. I hope you remember it already. Okay. So what I want you to do is you also have to record the audio for this lesson too. Okay, you gotta record your audio. You gotta give me the example sentences here for present simple tense. Okay, how you have to do is you have to, for example, say like this. I will give you an example. I will give you how to do it. We use Today I would like to talk about grammar focus, present simple, present continuous, and present perfect simple. First, let's begin with present simple. We use the present simple to talk about things that are always or generally true. For example, we can say like the sun always. We can say like the sun always the sun always rises in the east. This thing always true. It's always true. It can be said it's generally it's always true. Okay, so at least try to give me 5 example for each 5 example sentences. Okay, five example sentences for each rules here. Okay, the second rules that we usually use present simple is we use it when we talk about the things that happen regularly or repeatedly. For example, if you say I usually get up at 6 in the morning, and I usually get up at 6 in the morning every day. That means every day you get up at 6. It will be about every day, or sometime it will be like okay, for example, you do it every day. Sometimes it's not every day. For example, on Monday and Tuesday, you usually get up at 6. Every Monday or Tuesday you have a morning duty, so you need to get up at 6 and go to work like that every Monday and Tuesday you gotta do it. So this action is regular. You gotta do it every week. Monday and Tuesday you get up at 4. Let's say you got morning shift here. Okay, so it can be every day, or it can be or some specific day, or it can be every month. Okay, for example, I have to go and see my dentist every month, like that. So you have to go to see your dentist every month. You do not need to go to see him every day, but you go it every month, once a month. So this you can say a regular action or like a repeated action. You can also say every years in October, I went back home and visit my grandma and see my relatives, and I pay homage to my grandma like that every year, once a year. You do it every year like that. It doesn't have to be every day, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be every day. So this is the lesson for present simple tense here. Okay, so what, and after that you have to talk about this and give 5 example sentences for me. Okay, next we use present continuous to talk about things that are happening at or around the time when we speak is still happening. For example, I am using my phone right now. Right now, I'm still using my phone. I do not put down my phone on the table. I do not do anything yet, but I am still using my phone. When I'm talking that I am using my phone, you already know that, I think. So present continuous form is be plus verb ing. So as it is the present, so you will have to use am, is, are plus verb ing. For example, I am using my phone. He is using his phone. They are using their phone. So make sure you use every helping verb here together with ing when you use present continuous tense. Okay, and also we also use present continuous tense when we talk about things that are changing. It's not all about the things that are happening and when we speak. Sometimes things are not happening when we speak, but things are changing. For example, maybe you will find some of the example here in this paragraph in this article. Maybe let me see. For Rob Jones, who is currently meeting every single friend on his birthday, answer could be soon be. It's like who is currently meeting is when we are speaking, he is not doing the meeting thing, but he is doing something that is his action is continuous action, like he's still doing it. Okay, so here we say that things are happening at around the time when we speak. Sometimes it can be the things that happen around the time we speak, but sometimes it can be only the things that are still happening and the unfinished action. Okay, unfinished action. You haven't finished yet. Okay, unfinished action. So you can use present continuous tense. For about the things that are changing is, for example, nowadays the number of teenagers using the social media are growing. The number is still growing. The number of populations are still the number of populations who use social media are still growing, like that, still growing. That means they are changing. Okay, they are changing. There are still changes when it comes to the number. For example, in 2010, the number of people who use social media is, let's say, 1 million, but 2011 become 2 million. 2025 become like 10 million. They are still changing, keep changing like that. Okay, so we also use present continuous with this kind of how to say that, usage. Okay, we use it like that. So I want you to give 5 examples for this rule and 5 example sentences for this rule. Make sure you, how to say that, you use it correctly with it, the thing of the reason of we using this. Okay, for example, if I'm saying when my friend came to my home, I Let's say use present simple. Present continuous. When my friend comes to my home, I am watching TV. So this is the first usage. Okay, the first things, or I kind of say rules that we use present continuous. Okay, for this, when you are giving example for this, if you are saying like nowadays the number of young people who cannot find their job are still growing. If you say that, then usage is not correct here. Okay, so you gotta make sure you speak for this sentence is supposed to be in the second usage here. Okay, so make sure you use the correct one. So five sentences for each question, each usage here. Okay, the next one is the last lesson, the present perfect simple. We use the present perfect simple to talk about our experiences, our lives until now. For the present perfect simple, the form is the format for it has, have plus verb 3. Our experience, for example, you in Myanmar, if you think of this word ဖူးတယ်ပေါ့ စားဖူးတယ်တွားဖူးတယ်ကြည့်ဖူးတယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့မှအဲ့လိုကြည့်ဖူးတယ်ဆိုရဲစကားနဲ့တွေ့လို့ရှိရင်တော့ဒီ experience ကပြောလို့ရတယ် For example, I have been to a lot of places in Myanmar ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်မြန်မာမှာရှိတဲ့နေရာတွေတော်များရောက်ဖူးတယ်ပေါ့ I have tried Korean foods ဆိုငါ Korean စားတွေကိုစားဖူးတယ်ပေါ့ I have never tried hot pot yet. So hot pot ko the kama sa pu bu. This is talking about the experience. Okay. So for this is for when you talk about experience, give me 5 sentences for this. 5 example sentences for this. The next usage is things that have already or just happened. Like you can be say completed action or finished action. Finish action, but it is still relating to the present time like that. For example, if you say let me think of a word. Okay, I made a cake. I made a cake for my mom. So you can see that I made a cake for my mom. Here the form of these verbs is past tense, past simple tense. Past simple and present perfect are a little bit confused. People usually confuse these two tense here. So when you talk about this made here, that means your focus is you just want to focus on like you finished this action already in the past. It is not related to the present anymore like that. But if you say like this, for example, okay, for example, if you say I have made a cake for my mom, that means you already finished making a cake, but you have made this cake not so long ago. You just finished it. For example, now the time is 11 p.m. You finish it as 10:45 like that. So the 11 p.m. and 10:45, the duration, the periods here, the duration is not very far from the present. So we use present perfect tense. But if we talk about I made a cake for my mom, is maybe the tense, the duration is a little bit longer. Maybe you finish it at 8 already. Now the time is 11, but you finish at 8. So the duration, the period, how to say it? Can just say duration is a little bit longer. So you use past simple. But if it's not so long ago, you can just use present perfect tense. Okay, I hope you understand it. So make sure you use with this usage here for give me 5 example sentences. Okay.